Each year, more than 4 million people in over 20 countries take part in this global phenomenon and raise much needed funds and awareness to save lives from cancer. Lynn Gregory and Davey McGinnis are here now with the details on this year's P.S. DuPont Middle School athletic field Relay for Life walk. How are you?
Fine. How are you? Thank you very much. And thank you for inviting us.
Well, you know what? Relay for Life is really important, and glad you got somebody like really young here. Are you a Relay for Life team member?
I am.
Wow. So go ahead and Lynn and give us in a nutshell Relay for Life, and then tell us how Davey's involved, and then you got to tell us why you got involved.
Okay. Relay for Life is a fundraiser for the American Cancer Society. They have two major fundraisers a year. One is Relay for Life, which takes place throughout the country and globally also. And also there's Strides, which is basically targets breast cancer, but Relay targets all cancers. So that's our major fundraiser for the year. It is not a relay where we're running a race against each other, you know, for medals or something like that. It's you get relay teams, and your goal is to raise money and raise awareness about cancer and cancer prevention. And this year, the Wilmington Relay is held at P.S. DuPont Athletic Field. It's outside. It's an overnight activity. Starts at 7 p.m. on May 31st, and it finishes up 8 o'clock in the morning, Saturday morning. So we spend the night. We're in tents. We're doing activities. And P.S. has been so gracious to host us for the last 2 years and this year. And the students and the staff have been extremely gracious, and that leads us to the involvement of people like Davey.
I'm impressed.
Thank you. I first got involved with Relay for Life when I became a member of TSA, which stands for Technology Student Association. It was actually, I was a young 7th grader. I was only, must have been 12 years old, 13 years old, and I went to Hamby Middle School. John Singer of PS DuPont now was my advisor. And we had a wheelchair basketball game, which he still holds. It's actually tonight at 6:30 at PS DuPont. He held that at Hamby to raise money for Relay for Life. And it was just a great experience. And ever since then, well, I graduated from middle school after I went to PS. I went to Mount, which has a huge Relay for Life, which is April 26th this year. Mount Pleasant has an amazing relay. Every year it raises around $40,000 to $50,000. And I've always been a team member. My TSA chapter has a team. Excuse me. And as a state officer, we have on our work plan, we plan to involve other high schools in Relay for Life. We actually got in touch with Cesar Rodney High School down south, and we got them to start a mini relay, which is happening April 27th.
How do you get kids, what do you say to your peers to get them involved in an event like this?
Well, it doesn't take much at Mount Pleasant. It's really just a big family thing. Like I'd say 95% of the students at Mount go to the relay. It's a huge school-wide event. But kids in TSA, we really just try to get them involved there. Last year we had a mini relay with the help of, I believe it was Stephanie Filer at our state conference, and this year we'll be selling little TSA trinkets and merchandise and donating all the proceeds to Relay for Life just to raise money.
And that's amazing, Lynn, to see like the wide range of ages of people involved in the relay. And when you raise this money, what does the money go to in the Cancer Society?
Majority of the money goes to cancer research, and that's been going on. This is, I believe, 2013 is 100 years for the American Cancer Society. A lot of it goes to cancer research. I was looking at some statistics recently. The numbers where survival rates have gone up exponentially because of the research from the past years. Also locally, we have support for cancer survivors or cancer patients and their I can't remember the word.
A caregiver.
Caregivers, yes. There's we can give rides to people to doctor's appointments. There's support for families who want to stay close. Hope Lodge gives them lodging and food and shelter. If you want to stay near your patient being cared for in the hospital, there's things like for women with support with losing the hair, with wigs and makeup, and also for families vacations. If a friend whose whole family was able to take a vacation in, say, Ocean City because through the American Cancer Society. So there's a lot of things locally, but the majority of the time it goes to research, and that's so important because that's going to affect everyone.
Right.
Mhm.
So if people want to get involved, if somebody can't come for the whole relay, but they wanted to be involved, they wanted to donate, what do they need to do?
All they need to do is call the number that I think is on the screen.
Got you.
Call the number. Anything is any amount of time, any amount of money is gratefully accepted. But not everyone can spend the night. Some people can't be there at all. They might be able to help beforehand. They may be able to help afterwards. They could help on committees now because we meet year round. So anything that they feel that they want to do or want to contribute, all they have to do is call the number and we will get them involved in any way they want to get involved. I was going to also say a lot of the students at PS are extremely involved, and they have that school pride, which is one thing that helps. The TSA students are there, and also we have everyone has been affected by cancer. And I met this young man last year. His team did a great job, and his mother had been diagnosed with cancer, and she was there. And so it was wonderful to see her. So it's a family affair. Whether it's your personal family, your siblings, your aunts, your uncles, your school family, it is a family affair because it has touched everyone.
And Davey, real quick before we go, if there's a school or a child that goes to school and wants to get their school involved, what should they do?
If they could try to make it to the PS DuPont relay or the Mount Pleasant relay, which would be May 31st and April 26th, respectively.
Thank you both for coming and sharing with us. It was great. We want everybody to make sure they come out to the relay.
Please do.
All right, and we'll see you back here again.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.